What were the creative processes you went through with designing this collection?
It just all evolves, it all develops. Like I start off with one little tiny concept. I think the thing that I was looking at was a rucksack, and it was the clicky things on it. And that's what I looked at first, and then it sort of like evolved then. And I knew sort of that I wanted to strip it back. I didn't want to use anything too extreme, so I knew that I wanted it to be very plain. So I sort of had an idea, then get that first idea down on paper, then it just progresses and develops, and it ends up being nothing like your original idea. That's what the development process is for. But yeah, I think someone on a tube had a rucksack on, and that's where it all started.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit weird.
And you studied women's wear. Why was that?
Where was it?
Why did you decide that you wanted to do women's wear as opposed to men's wear?
Just because I love women and love what they sort of look like, and I've been really obsessed with women, like from an early age. Like Madonna was a massive thing when I was younger. I used to watch her videos over and over again, and that sort of, I think that subconsciously had an effect on what kind of women I look at and design for. And then, I don't really think I'd be too excited by menswear, but I wouldn't ever rule it out in the future. I would like to have a little go for a hobby maybe, but not to take it seriously as I have here.
Are there any other young designers you'd like to collaborate with?
In terms of fashion design?
Yeah.
There's a lot of designers that I really admire. I think are amazing at the moment. But I think my favourite contemporary designer is Christopher Kane, I would say.
Yeah.
Because he has the same sort of outlook on, his women are always very sexy, and that's what I always like to design for. I don't really, design for an unsexy woman. And also I love what Erdem's doing at the moment. He's brilliant. But I don't really see that there would be, I'm not sure whether there'll be a collaboration there or not, whether there'll be room for one. I've not really come across that many designers that have collaborated. Maybe with it, like for this season we did, I collaborated with a jewellery designer, Katie Rowland.
Yeah.
We did like jewellery together, so that's something that I would like to do again. And like maybe with shoes or with tights or with bags or something, someone who's from a different design area rather than from fashion. That's what I would prefer to do.
And you're currently working on your next collection already?
Yeah, just on I've got 3 more days to polish it onto the paper and decide which ones I'm going to choose, and then it's straight into sampling and getting them knocked out for January time.
Do you enjoy the process, or are you a bit nerve-wracked?
It's just the only thing that I hate about it is that I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And because I really do wake up in the morning and love what I'm doing. I know at the time I'm thinking about a collection, I really can't get to sleep at night because I've got all these ideas running through my head, and then I think of a dress, and then I have to have my sketchbook next to my bed just in case something amazing comes up, and then it just keeps me awake all night. It really annoys me.
What's inspiring you at the moment?
It's just I don't really have. I just get inspired by my own designs. It just develops from one. I just have an idea of a dress, and then it'll just evolve from that. I don't really go out. I admit that I only really sort of scratch the surface on something. I don't really go deep into research like.
But as you said, you saw that backpack on the tube that kind of caught your imagination. Is there anything like that at the moment that's preoccupying you?
It's again, I'm wanting to keep to like a sporty route. So there's one detail of which is going to carry through from spring summer, which is the elasticated, almost it's really sporty elasticated waistbands, but used as a decoration and a detail rather than just as a function. So that's something that's one detail that will carry through. And then I'm wanting to create some volume with big coats and things like that. So I know the sort of all around look that I want, and then the details sort of come as you test out what it's like with a sleeve or without a sleeve, or as a full skirt or a mini skirt, and then you just grow and grow and you have about 2,000 designs, and then I just pick 8, 10 or 12 and then make them.
Yeah.
That's how I sort of work. I don't really go off on research trips or anything like that.
Okay.
I just at the moment hopefully it'll remain that way. At the moment I've just got lots of ideas that I want to put onto paper.
What photographers, stylists and models do you admire right now?
My favourite ever photographer is Stephen Klein. I actually think he's an absolute genius. And the way you can always, I love the way you can always, no matter what it is for, what art campaign it's for, you can always tell that it's Stephen Klein. And that's what I love, how distinctive it is. And models, I absolutely love Rosie. I think she's, because again, she's like, I think if we had a modern day supermodel, I think that would be her, because she's got the, you know, she's got boobs, she's got bums, yeah, and she's just like, you know, just conventionally very, very beautiful. She's got the full lip and everything like that. That's exactly that. I went to Rankin's exhibition of the book that they did together, and the pictures are just splattered all over the wall. And I was just actually, she's almost edible. Like she's that beautiful. I always wanted to just like chew the paper.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's great. I think she's gorgeous.
And what are your plans for showing or presenting next season?
It's still all in the talks. We're just gonna have, you know, a think about it, see what the collection looks like, see what would be suitable for. You know, of course, I want to do eventually. I want to do a show, but I don't want to do it until the time's right. And you know, if we're going to do the job, I want to do it like 100% properly. And I want it to be like, because I deep down see myself as someone that'll do. I want to do a great show. So unless I've got the funds and you know the demand to do that, I won't do it until I can do it like a proper show. So you know, and until people are screaming at me saying, you know, when are you doing a show? When are you doing a show? And people are gagging for it, I'm not going to do one. Even if that's in like 3 seasons, 2 years, 5 years, I just want to wait until it's you know meant to be happening sort of thing.